Well, yeah, we.
Hello, all. Yeah, that's the royal we. It actually means me, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, everyone.
Welcome. I
Hello,
hope
everyone.
Baron's stream was awesome. As you can see, we're starting exactly on time because I've implemented a new auto switching thing for ops here. So technically, if I'm streaming and it's 9:30, it will automatically start her up and fire her off. So yay! Less attention to ops means more attention to what's happening in front of me and hopefully less dying.
Now, I will also mention in the realm of, like, intros and doing things, you should probably do one for the buns.
I know! I've just got so many things I'm supposed to be doing! Yeah, I keep running out of time to do any of them.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I am the Elysian of procrastination.
That's your story and you're sticking with it.
Dang straight.
Well, I know the feeling. As I was having to tell Mark this morning, it's really getting to the point where I can keep on top of my blog or I can keep on top of production of Panzerfaust. Both at the same time is not really working.
Aww.
Hey, Foxfire.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bri.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something. I'm managing it, but just barely.
Aww. Okay, are we ready? Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Foxfire. That's a big help.
Months.
Are we ready to do this? Floor 31.
Yep.
Do.
Do you think Floor 31 is ready for us? I kind of hope it isn't.
Oh, it's
I
not
think
like
it's-
it's floor 99.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, we were so close. Did you see my after-action breakdown of kind of what happened?
I've yet to.
Yeah,
I've
I
yet
saw it.
I've yet to watch it.
Yeah, basically, it's learning in progress. This is just analysis. This is not anything more than that. But a combination of Rye forgetting.
Safety.
Oh yeah, let's do a safety. I like safety, especially since I'm going to do a big pull here because I'm too big for my britches.
You sure you're not the tag?
Me too.
Think you have enough there?
No! They're not dead yet! I don't have enough. Ooh, a silver somewhere. But yeah, the breakdown...
It's a mimic.
Of course it's a mimic. I can't even get a sentence in and then a mimic shows up.
Advance the mimic counter. Here's the exit.
That should have advanced the mimic counter. But yeah, the breakdown of things from floor 99 was a combination of Rye forgetting that the server counts the damage tick from when the tell goes away, not when the animation plays.
I moved as soon as I saw it go down at all.
That is an ugly bit of kind of fuzzy programming that the game has that we just kind of have to deal with.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, I'll take care of this guy. The other two was after the combat that we were in with Rye and the next combat we had to do, our strength and our steel fell off. And we did not renew them. The third is, I completely blame myself for this one, utterly. We had a frailty available and didn't use it.
Yep.
So, yeah, floor 99 was unforgiving. You make
Yeah.
one mistake and it will hand you your butt.
Hey, Octi.
Yep, we're back on floor 31 after being kicked out of the,
Falling from a great height.
yeah, after falling from floor 99 last week. It was a painful, we went thud. Ow.
Yeah, that's an ow.
Hey,
99 is our
Sounds good.
personal best.
You got a pat incoming.
So we do. Hello, Pat.
That's
Nice to
his
meet
problem.
Not anymore.
you. Ooh, chest.
And he dropped.
Steel. I'm taking that one. So we did totally prog. We actually felt pretty good about the run last week.
Mhm.
Now it's a matter of getting back to where we were.
Intuition.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a bummer. It takes us like 3 weeks to do that.
Well, with our current schedule, I mean, if we would, excuse me, the Italian still is
Ow.
hitting bottom.
Landmine.
Yep. Mark another explosion.
Actually, that was 2 explosions.
Ah. Just wondering if that's what happened earlier.
Yeah, I hit a mine. The good news is I was at full health, and it hits the mobs as much as it hits us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's at least check this room for a silver.
Nope. Just a gold.
Yeah. Where is that?
That works.
There. I feel better.
Ow.
Bring it here.
When-
Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it all the way
Mark
here.
another explosion. I would have taken care of him myself other than hitting that landmine. So mark that one.
Yep, it's been marked. We're now up to 4 explosions.
Explosion! Not the right kind of explosion.
Blinded.
We have
Silver
Horde.
chest. And Horde.
Blinded by the horde?
Silver and return and yeah. Actually, strike that. 2 silvers.
I assume you got those chests just fine?
I'm going to, yes.
Assuming it's not Mimic.
Yeah. Well, we're at silvers.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So at this level, you can kind of take a mimic.
Yeah, I got a kick stun, so. No, never mind. There's just one.
Otherwise, not much has happened this week, per se. We did get the recording done for the Bun Buns, so tomorrow night we have a nice recording
We
that
have a
we
very
can
special episode.
premiere of
There's
us
one.
going through Casper Meridian. Sorry.
Super explosive.
Yeah.
Yep.
And horde. Now we just need to find the exit.
Indeed.
There it is.
And the chest is on the other side of the room.
Yep, I got it.
Frailty. Ooh, that's a
Frailty.
nice one to have. Good catch. I did work a little more on my brother's costume. That's coming along slowly. The editing of the video took more precedent at the moment.
Yeah.
Though I really need to get on it. Time is ticking!
Yes, the clock is ticking.
Yes, it is October.
And then
Yeah,
push
which
it.
means I need to really start taking a look and see how horrible prices at Hertz are.
That's right. You're planning to actually see your folks this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You didn't get a chance to last year.
I was fine with it, except for the fact that, you know, during the drive down, I would have to stop at some place in the Central Valley. Exit is ready, and have lunch, and the odds are a little higher than I might think.
On our way.
I will take that.
That is all yours, Tay.
There we go.
Yeah, my news is, you know, the republishing of my dad's old Wargame magazine continues. Getting one released at the first of every month, and one did indeed come out on Friday.
We
Or
have
this
horde
floor.
somewhere.
I see Horde.
Here's an exit. Not open yet.
Let's get myself fueled just in case that thing explodes. Crag.
Nice. I think that's our
Uncle
first map to sight.
Craggy.
Yes. Another exit. Two more exits. Three more exits.
You just want to pop a safety for the hell of it.
What's in that chest?
Serenity.
Okay, testing, first one. Legit.
Sight. Of course.
Grab that sight.
Now you tell me. I'm confused. Do I have sight or am I blind?
Oh, one of the things that came out of the live letter is they will be changing how debuffs and buffs are displayed, so they're not all piled together so you can tell them apart.
That'll be nice. Auto heal disabled, so keep an eye on that.
I really do need to play medic this time.
Fight.
That sounds
Hopping flight. Sorry about that. I was kind of in the middle of things.
Yep.
good. Incoming controller.
Going around.
Yeah, I'll grab him on the far side.
Heal.
Stealing!
Gonna have a healing field.
Passage is active. Nothing up there.
So we go this way.
There's the exit.
And a blue chest. I'm going to see if I can grab it.
Yeah. Nope. Oh.
Luring!
Add that to the list.
Yeah. Oh, actually, is luring on the list?
No.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
No, I
only
only had
4
room for
slots.
4.
Aw.
I can
Mimics,
build-
explosions, otters, and KO.
I could probably put a luring trap in, but it's gonna take a little effort to do it because I have to rebind things.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Getting the mimics and the explosions were a must, though.
Yes. Outgoing Dogu. Gold and silver. Steel.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I hope that's enough line of sight. Or he can just die. Okay.
Dying is good.
Mimic. Thank you.
Oh, and he drops a blue chest. Ah, ether pull.
Count that mimic. I'd say another thing you could track instead is patrollers, but the number of digits might go off the screen.
Strength yourself,
Yeah.
Tay.
Yeah, I will do
Oh,
that.
jeez. And look at that key. That'll do it. Yep.
Oh. Did you strength yourself?
Yes.
Okay, that must be the other chest. Sorry, I got my map turned around in my head. It happens.
I have nowhere of which to speak on that.
More Aether Pool.
Everybody in the pool.
Got a couple of Dogus heading our way.
And one here.
Fortune. And
Is that-
Otter.
You're gonna have two Dogus behind you.
Yes, you are an author. I'm not as scared as Dogus as I used to be. Which one was this? Fortune! I think you guys got that handled. I'll go explore the
Oh
other
yes.
way.
There's the exit. Concealment.
Ooh!
Of course. Well, there it goes.
No need to thank me.
I assume you guys got that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Concealment.
Strength. Right, you can use that.
Done.
And Danger Pool. Yeah, what I was saying before is if we wanted to like take a whole day, we can probably climb the tower in about 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're only going an hour and a half for stream night, that is not enough time.
Nope.
At least help desk activities to before the stream to help us warm up so we're not just jumping in completely cold. That's a recipe for disaster.
Oh, especially when we're at the higher floors.
Yeah.
Strength.
Auto
you
heal
can use
disabled.
Faye, you can use the strength.
Okay, strengthening.
Steel.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh. Wow, that Dogu just walked right past me.
They're kind of myopic when it comes to their visual line of sight.
Passage is active.
Good. Petrification. Very good.
That'll be useful.
Much useful.
Oh, got a Dogu on me.
Do you need rescue or you got that?
Nah, I'm fine.
Safety! Feel free to walk down the middle of the rooms.
Gotcha.
Don't mind if I do.
Ain't that right, Mr. Ashigaru? He's
I
trying.
really need.
He's failing, but he's trying.
In completely different different news. The link, I'd mentioned it to you before, and of course I shared to you the link. Rate Stuff does have a little production house of their own for doing dubs and subs, and they are looking to do a high quality remaster dub of the original Dirty Pair series.
Yeah, don't they have the license to do all the Bandai Namco Gundam stuff?
Maybe? Apparently they've got everything else already. This is going to be something of kind of the last bit. I actually listened to their spiel a bit, and as you would expect, they've done a subtitle but not a dub already because, well,
Yeah.
all the sound was on one track.
Yeah, one magnetic reel track. I do
They
not
apparently
miss reel to reel.
They did some investigating and got a little bit lucky, and they found pretty much everything they need to pull it all apart and redo.
Ooh.
Oh, very
And
nice.
that's
That
why
is
they're
rare.
doing the dub now.
Yeah, I think they
And I have to say,
inherited-
some of the images they're showing, the image quality is gorgeous.
If memory serves me right, didn't they end up buying up the refuge that was, I want to say Central Coast?
Central Park.
Yeah, Central Park, that was it.
Maybe? I have long since lost track of the comings
Feel yourself.
comings and goings.
Stealing! Nothing more than stealing!
But yeah, it's basically $60 to get in on the Kickstarter and get a Blu-ray out of it. And I'm going, yeah, I kind of need this.
Considering it's one of the classics.
Yeah. As the guy who's talking, who's also the head of Right Stuff, is saying, I got introduced to anime by watching this series.
It's just a bronze.
So,
So we already have our Phoenix Downs.
but it was right there. They weren't looking.
Fine. I'll attribute it to Kitty like shiny.
Strength!
Something like that.
I'll take that.
More like adventure can't let an unlocked chest go.
Yeah, I know one of the
And if it
kind
opens
of-
when I smash it, it's not locked.
One of the end things in this game for most dungeon groups is they want to go fast, get in and get out. Which just runs counter to every adventurer creed I know
Yeah.
of, which is take everything that isn't nailed down.
And if you can pry it loose, it's not nailed down.
Down.
And yes, bigger crowbars are better.
Exit's open.
Yes.
Checking last room, nada.
No
Let's go.
chests.
I mean, what
Terri-
serious adventurer leaves loot behind? Come on!
Yes, no loot left behind.
I need to get some oil. My chainmail's clinking. I'm gonna need to get another glam for my ninja.
You don't like the clinking?
Not particularly, no. It's not very sneaky.
Land sneaky sneak.
Getting ourselves nice and stocked.
Yeah, because we're gonna need him. These floors are kind of easy peasy nowadays, but we still
Yeah.
can't be too relaxed.
Well, especially once we start hitting the 50s.
Yeah, definitely not that.
Exit's open.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're so pretty heavily stocked. We'll just grab the stuff that's on the way.
The only thing we really need to keep it out for is silvers because we need those magicites.
Oh, yeah.
And more raisings would be good. We're still at 1.
Yes, the machine cheats. You're correct. Ryan knows this all too well from last week.
Steel.
Incoming big C.
Yes. What big C?
It's what that pile of rubble used to be. Oh, 2 more big C's.
What big Z's?
The ones that I'm fighting.
Because I had 2 on me.
Well, I just killed 1. Nope.
Yeah,
The other one went the other way, which is good because the other golem.
Frailty.
And then the remaining big C is down here.
Which we'll kill because he looked at us funny.
Light.
Just hooking my head over here.
Steel.
Take that.
Got it. Got another big Z.
Let's bail.
Let's.
It's a lot of big Z's.
It's a big Z level.
Well.
Well, one of the reasons for that battle axe is you know how difficult it is to write an AI that doesn't cheat?
Yeah.
No items. Yeah, kind of like the 2 AIs they have for the Alien and Alien Isolation. The AI thing
It's not worrying about bolts at the moment.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, it's got 2 AIs. One AI does not know where you are. The other does. So it makes the stalking a little bit more interesting.
The amazing thing is, back in the 80s, the 2 main people for SSG, Strategic Studies Group,
Let's go.
were really good at AI writing. In their early game, Reach for the Stars,
Got a silver here.
the tutorial AI cheated. The others didn't. Just the tutorial one was. It cheated because it was the only way they could make it dumb enough to not beat a new player.
Nice. Crack Magicite. Nice.
That was totally
very
worth
nice.
it. Pulled pork.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh, another one.
Oh, yeah.
Meh.
Both armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that strength.
Strength and witching.
That everyone has.
Yes. Cool. Or sorry, it's the next one.
Hello, Life Swing. Good to see you.
Hey, live.
Hmm.
I think this was a witching.
Yeah, that's the witching I found earlier.
Yeah. As you can see, we're slowly barreling through levels, trying to...
And feeling
Climb
gloomy
back
about
up.
it.
Sight.
Yeah, we'll pop a sight.
Light.
Yeah, sure. Oh, there was one right here! I didn't even see it!
He was cleverly disguised as part of the wall, and he really looked the part.
Yes, he did! Oh my gosh.
Strength yourself.
That'd be Rise?
Done.
Oh, right. Open the door.
Watch for the trap behind him.
I see it. Alright, passage is active.
Want to check that last room for the...
Yeah, see if there's any silvers. Gold, which I think I can.
Yeah, you can get that.
If it's another strength, that would be yours.
Yeah, I'll take that. We is out of here.
New music time.
Dun, dun, dun. Arr, me babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, purity, nice. Auto heal
Auto heal
disabled.
disabled.
Health down.
You die easier and you don't heal. Great.
Just bronze. Oh, that was quick.
Shall we just bail?
Just-
Yeah. I don't think I like this floor much.
Even with the cheery pirate music?
It'll still be their next level.
Bloom.
But now I feel gloomy.
Purity. You just tapped out on that.
Steel.
Yes. Thank you.
I've got a silver over here.
Do you need help to it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need help clearing the room.
Give us just
Be
1
there in a
second. We're
moment.
clearing the exit. Okay.
There was a worm that patrolled out. Mmm.
Yeah, I see it.
Being gutsy.
Worm is coming back.
That's his problem.
Well, he didn't last long.
Oh, that was useful.
Oh, he needs-
Considering,
Yeah.
yeah, we need the Serenities.
And you understand why.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have an ascension ritual if you don't have serenity.
Alteration.
Actually, we could be lucky. We could be incredibly unlucky.
Yeah, four-corner Mimicron.
Something like that.
Inferno Magicite.
Oh, very nice. And there's
Incoming
the
art.
worms, plural.
Yes, yeah. Oh, they
And
went
they
the other
both
direction.
turned.
Okay, that's our problem. Mellow evenings are not bad things.
Not at all.
Ooh, guys, get ready.
Ready.
Petrification.
Oh, look at all those petrified Corrigan.
Of course.
They don't even get to scream.
I think I'm gonna get to the last room.
Sight and petrification, you were saying.
The last room is empty.
Oh.
Right.
Let's go ahead and pop the site.
I'll take that.
Oh, hello,
Ooh,
Mr.
well,
Explosive
well,
Trap.
I'm very glad you did.
Yeah, I was close to a luring trap myself.
Remember to get that. Okay, it did refill. Yay!
We're not worrying about petrification, it seems
Frailty, we're full on and the place is empty.
like. Yeah.
And on to the boss.
CC.
Of course, it's the next 10 floors where we can't split up anymore.
At least not as much.
Yeah.
We can sort of on 5, we do not on 60s.
No.
definitely
Hello,
not.
Gozu! Are you ready for the beating of your life? He's just standing there,
It's
so I
11.
assume he's ready. And he's under half already. Look away!
Just
Look away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly at 1 minute.
And basically did that in 19 minutes.
Thank you for that raw emotion.
Mm.
I didn't get any for that floor, but I did the previous one.
I forgot. Oh wait, I actually have stuff that drops here.
Likely story. And of course, new music.
Incoming Naga.
Alteration.
Yes.
Togekiba, Togekiga, Kamakiri.
Pulling him through you. And ditto. You have a great night, Action.
Action.
We will
Really?
definitely see tomorrow.
Neo Exdeath is going down.
Yes. We were so close. Oh, that was a strength, okay?
Yeah.
Also a frailty.
Ah, frailty. I think we can sneak around these guys. Or maybe not. Sorry, the miscall on the strength, but
Yeah, no problem.
we're definitely early enough and we'll definitely get another one.
Mission. I'll launch it.
Thank you.
Hoard this orb and
It's right there.
right there.
Nice! Yeah, one thing last week, I think we mentioned it on the buns, is we've been kind of working X-Death, which is the first end boss of the first wing of Omegascape. And he's been a royal pain in the butt, but at the same time, we are learning, we are progging. It's just now trying to get it down to muscle memory.
Yeah.
He is very definitely knockback. I hasn't.
Yeah. Here's some knockback. Here's some more knockback. Oh, and some knockback on top of that knockback.
Would you like some
Organs.
knockback with your knockback? I highly recommend the knockback.
Petrification.
Nope,
Oh, no items?
no
Nah.
items.
Dang.
Fortune.
We've got silver in here.
Silver.
Help Tay out.
Working that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's silver. And a ghost.
On. Mimic counter. Malice. Malice opposed thought.
Eh. No, not worth it.
No.
We could use more raisings, but... Yeah, last week we actually got to soften rage on X-Death, and wow, yeah.
Beast Grant.
And the scary thing is
Oh,
how soft that enrage actually was.
Yeah, I know we were kind of pumping the healings, but even though all the numbers were flying very scarily,
Serenity.
yes, we'll take that Serenity.
Yeah, we lose the haste, but we get the auto heal back.
That is good.
I'll take the auto heal more than the haste.
Yeah, we hit the soft enrage, and then we hit the hard enrage.
Yeah, the hard enrage was, yeah, I kill you now, but the soft enrage lasted. It sure felt like a minute.
I think that's about right. Affluence.
Affluence.
At least 3 exits.
I guess see the silver chest over there.
4 exits. Yeah. Meh.
And a bronze.
Ow! In a landmine.
Yeah.
Add that to the counter.
Yep.
Yeah, one more explosion.
Yeah, those numbers were big,
There we
but
go.
they didn't feel that big.
They weren't, actually.
No, they really weren't.
No, pick an exit and take it.
After you heal.
this for cure message.
I've got a bleed on me, that's what's doing it.
I'll go bleed on the exit.
Guys?
Nice.
Okay then. Wow. That's twice in a row. They are sure going to kill you later for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. It's only a matter of
And
time.
new music. Maga outgoing.
Gold and exit over here.
Silver.
Got a pat here too.
You need help?
Nah, I'm stealth,
Okay.
but he's coming up on you guys.
Right. And we have a Kyojin that just walked into this room.
2 Kojins. I'm taking the one near cave first. Oh no. Yeah, go help Rai.
And you got a pat coming in.
I'll take care of him.
I can do this. Mostly. The help
Okay,
doesn't.
looks like the pat turned.
Can't tell
Okay.
that he get the malice off.
Nope.
Nice.
Naga pat. Pulling.
And add to the mimic counter.
After combat.
Yes. Let's take a peek. Okay, this is a dead end, so they're turning around.
Affluence.
Yeah, sure.
Incoming Kyojin.
Yeah, I'll grab him in just a sec.
Exits down that way.
2 Kojin, by the way.
Yes. They're somewhat separated, but yes, there are 2.
Looking good so far. Okay, we can bail if we want to.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
there.
why don't we? Boring floor anyway.
Well, Tuesday is when I get to find out whether I get to keep my molar or not.
Well, what's left of it? There isn't much left to keep.
Safety.
Safety.
A little late.
Yeah. HP down.
Realty.
Frailty, yes.
And auto heal off.
Oh boy.
That frailty will help.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Heal yourself.
Yes.
Especially for this floor.
Yeah.
And a medic.
Drop the chest.
Gold. Me.
Flight.
Flight.
Yes.
Okay.
Exit open.
There was a silver in here. Ah, there it is.
Right behind the exit.
Boo.
Let's go. Blinded. No auto heal.
Flight.
Frag Magicite.
Oh,
Also nice.
if that's the case, Fortune,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Craigie.
And hit flight.
I did hit flight.
Oh. Yes, you did. Okay. Silver.
Another flight.
Replace our fortune.
And
Petrification.
Yeah, go figure.
Exit here. Steel. I'm taking that.
Yep.
please do.
Ready when you are.
Okay, this is the
And that's the petrification. Okay.
right.
Nice. We actually slightly came out ahead on that. And
new
definitely
music
made time.
See?
Abilities unavailable.
Auto heal disabled.
I think we're okay this low.
Yeah, but
I think we'll be
yikes.
okay. As long as we do a little careful pulling.
And once you're done with this, hit sight.
Yeah, that'll
Sight
be
will
useful.
definitely help.
Yeah.
No, Telex is
I missed
exactly
your
where
trap.
we should go. Exit and a silver.
Ow. And OBA. Oh, a little more OBA.
And it's a cop.
I cannot stun this guy, so we need to kill it fast.
You were saying. We got a pat.
And a strength refresh. Nice, let's go.
Abilities unavailable.
Unavailable.
But at least auto heal is back.
Alteration.
Pat coming in.
That's an outgoing pat. And there's one that, okay, they're both going down a side passage. 2 more mats down there.
Fortune.
Yeah, sure. By the way, just for the record,
And one of them's up here.
my tank
Is-
stance is an ability, but because it was on at the start, I can't toggle it off.
So no tank swapping, you're saying?
No.
Which actually is a question. How's Shirk and Provoke? Abilities, you say?
I
Yeah,
did
good
not
thing
know
we
these
don't need to do
abilities
that.
of which you speak.
Good thing we don't need tank swapping.
Yeah, let's just head out.
Alteration.
Yeah, let's blow. Alteration's already running, so.
Ah, okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this piece was actually used for Pharaoh Sirius,
Yep.
which was like the first extra dungeon they ever added into the game.
Yeah.
Once
yeah.
you hit
So
top level.
somewhere around 2.1,
Yeah.
which means the
That's
buns aren't
high.
that far away from it.
Nope, they are not.
Let's go.
Go. Fortune. Ow.
Now.
Otter.
Fortune! Are you feeling odder than... Yes, you are.
Did you increase that count?
Working on...
Vacation.
Which one was that?
Petrification.
Oh, yeah, sure. Have fun.
That too.
Oh, hello!
What?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
4 corner room.
Oh.
Like 3 max on top of each other. Hello, Corgans.
Fortune.
Vortex.
Vortex Magicite.
Sure, Uncle Craggy.
Dominate.
And there's the exit.
Hi.
Put that one on the counter too. Frailty. Concealment. Tonight, our tank will be played by an otter.
It's
Glad I
utterly
checked
adorable.
Yes.
Time for the boss.
No. Okay, now time for the boss.
Oh, come on! You could have tanked him easy. He's so busy going, oh, you're so good!
No, you cannot love me and hug me and call me George. Especially not you. You are not my type.
What, instead of more heads, you need more boobs?
No!
They can do that too. There it is.
Wait for it.
Pick back up.
Anticipated. Don't want to be standing there yet, I think. Okay, I just missed that part of the cycle.
Yeah, she's almost gone.
Also true.
Poof.
Do we dare try the next set?
I'm up for it if you two are up for it. If you're not, that is okay.
I think I can
I'll leave that up.
manage.
I can.
Okay, now realize this is where they really start cranking the difficulty.
Yep.
Yeah.
No more splitting up.
Watch out for the tigers. This is also the part where I usually start eating food. I don't see any tigers per se. Also, this is the exit. Oh, I do see one. No, I see a Chiboko.
Yep. Two of them.
Jimbokos.
Two Jubokos armed and powered as only Jubokos can be armed and powered.
Okay, pulling the first one all the way back. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's casting Snowskin on the other one, the bloody bastard.
Well, it sure didn't save him, did it?
Oh, and the Snowskin just wore off.
Which is interesting because I was noticing like a 29-minute timer on that thing.
Yeah.
And suddenly it just fell off.
Oh, look, another Chiboko.
I think I want to read the text on that thing next time that
It
happens.
might go away if the caster dies.
That would be an important tactical tip.
I'm not sure it's either that or only after so much hit.
Bronze.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it goes
which is
through.
why I want to read it if I can get a chance to see that buff again.
Only 3 stack, not too bad. Oh boy.
Gold
Can you get a ping?
chest. Yeah, it's just a gold chest.
Yeah.
Frailty, yes.
Frailty sounds good.
And we still need to kill things, so...
Head back to the exit room and check the passage next to it, I figure.
Okay,
Yeah. That way we might find a silver.
Yeah. And there's an unrow in the exit room. That'll do.
Never mind. Let's go.
empty room with the gold. Frailty.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Going up. Ding! I heard that.
I bet you did. Expect a lot more in about 8 levels.
What's the chest here? Alteration. Sure.
Sounds
we'll take the
good.
chance.
Another alteration. Jumbuka. Let's see, Willie.
Going the other way.
Going the other way.
That's okay. I can still home. He's a patroller. He's going to pat our direction at some point.
And
Because I don't like the cut of his jib.
I don't like the back of his zig.
Empty room.
Yes, I'm quite sure. Though I'm sure he would like the design of a lot of these critters.
Yeah. Most of them don't actually follow his kind of design sense for monsters.
Yeah, they're not creepy enough.
Ah, there's the exit. Uh-oh.
You get hit?
No. Cry. She's disconnected.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's pokeballed.
Yeah. That's not good.
Well. Fortunately, nothing is aggroing onto her. And
Yet.
we're here, unlike Corsair, or if you're doing this solo,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
hold it open for as long as Ryan needs to get back in. Though we might want to try and open things up a little. I'm going to try for this gold in the back here, see what it is. Safety! I like safety.
Really useful.
I'm going to take this a little cautiously, but
Mhm.
pulling a Wakakuzi.
Quick attack just to make it a little easier.
And now I'm going to wait for this poison to drop off. And we are open.
Must have been a hard hit. Because lost him on Discord too.
Yeah! Ouch! That's not good, but Rai can obviously see via Asuna, which is his other machine. But it's
Mhm.
actually his tablet. Ooh, I see a silver way back in there.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, but it might be a mimic.
Are we past silvers from Mimix? Or is that
No.
70?
No, actually, I think gold start at 60. So you might be safe.
I think I can probably stealth to it.
If not, it'll be easy to get the...
Crap! Ah! Double crap! Let me die.
No, we got this. Dang it! You can do it, Tay. Oh, the good news is the res is open and it's right here.
Yeah, because I think I... Actually, wait, right, I got that.
Yeah, let that drop off. Unfortunately, my Super Bowl light did not take.
Ooh.
If it had taken, I would have been fine. Oh. Thank you, Tay.
Yep. I'm not touching that yet.
I'm following you.
Please do not be a bomb. Ow. Crap!
Yeah, these guys are proximity as opposed to sight.
That would explain a lot.
Not here yet.
And you got a debuff, so wait for that to go down.
25 seconds.
Yep.
And Rai is back in the game. Debuff is down.
Now if we can get him back into Discord.
I see Rai's back. Don't hear a plaintive meow though yet.
Discord doesn't want to reconnect.
Oh no. think you can get now.
Come on, Discord, behave.
Boo.
Bummer.
Well, let's go to the next level.
Ooh. That's not good. Did we check that gold?
I think so. Serenity.
Yeah, it was a Serenity.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting again, though you've probably tried that already. Ah, the joys of technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we lost a little bit of time, but we'll just deal.
Focus on speed now.
I see nothing
Oh,
in that room worth it, so...
Yeah. Did you count the player death?
Oh, you're right. That was what? At least one. Does disconnect count as one?
No, it does not count as one.
Had to check. Oh, hello, Jimboko.
There's the exit. And quivering coffers.
And we have to take them because they're literally on top of the water cooler. Alright, for round... Actually, I'm going to wait until my interrupt is off cooldown, or at least close to. Keep an eye up. Good thing we kept my eye behind us. That would have been embarrassing.
Mimic executed with extreme prejudice.
Because we need to open this door up. Watch out for his cone attack.
Yep.
Gold in there. There it is. Purity! No one has been poxed yet.
Thankfully.
Pulling jellyfish. Okay, we're out of here.
Still no joy.
Aha!
Yeah, there we go.
To finally restart Discord itself.
Ah.
Yeah, the system suddenly
Intuition, sure.
every
Intuition.
lost connection except Windows was saying, nope, internet is fine.
And there's the horde.
I've had that happen.
Oh, I had a really good one yesterday.
I eventually ended up telling it to, or basically ended up reaching back and unplugging the Ethernet for a few seconds.
Yeah, reset usually will help.
Yesterday, while on a middle of a call to... Uh-oh. Right?
Yeah, jellyfish got me.
Oh, that's another KO.
Sorry.
You're gonna make me use my Phoenix down, aren't you?
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't even know where the raising is.
Yeah, it's way too
Now,
early
with that
on the
said,
board.
I can easily beat a jellyfish.
It's heavenly, but is it a princess?
No. Okay, there's the...
There's the raising.
Now you just have to get it started.
I'm purposely going after the jellyfish because they're squishy.
They didn't seem so squishy to me.
Glass cannons.
Not so much of a glass cannon.
I almost animation locked myself on that.
Yeah.
That would've been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, ninjas and dragoons gotta watch that.
Okay, the
Well,
passage.
there's passage.
Well, there's a Jimpoko. Let's see what we can get from him.
Yeah.
Not touching the chests.
Not until we get Rye up. There we go.
Finally.
So one of our guild members is logged back in again. We haven't seen too much of him because he's taking care of a little baby girl they had back in last January.
Yes.
And his brother is also in the guild. And so he logs in and goes, "Yo!" And his brother replies, "I'm on the second boss of the vault with the squad." And the first guy responds, "I'm on my second monster drink!" Okay, where's the freaking exit?
That's a good question.
I'm not going after that one. Nope, 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 nope.
That might be it. Yep, there
There's
it is.
one.
Or, yeah, there's at least two, it looks like. Yep.
Well, let me check it.
Yep.
Look out for the jellyfish. They're pretty close.
Actually, let's go ahead and take care of the jellyfish. I am not taking chances.
After the luck we've had.
Fortune, which is already running. rampart, just in case. Hey, hey, hey! We're 3 for 3!
Admittedly, a fake exit count could be entertaining.
Nah, I don't think it happens enough to really just.
No,
Fine.
no, and not in competition with everything else. So there's been runs, outgoing Morble.
Oh no, I think Viking just logged out.
Yep.
Fortune, sure. Incoming Morble!
Gotta.
Pulling him through, you guys.
Figures. And it's a jellyfish. So it took some time for the last one to kill me.
Ooh, dropped a chest. Alteration, sure.
Incoming
Another
Morble.
marble.
And there's a silver in here somewhere. Aha! Boo.
Meh.
Other marble.
And Viking is locked in.
Well, at least with your disconnect, you didn't kick the router. Like action.
Yeah. Strength.
That would be
I'll
K's.
take that.
And jellyfish.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have nightmares of jellyfish tonight, aren't I?
I don't like fish.
I like fish. I like jelly. I don't know that I like the two together. Especially when they kill me.
Here's the exit.
Say,
It was being sneaky.
stingy exit. Whoever knew?
Yeah, but what I was saying was this past week, I was in the middle of calling my doctor to try and reschedule an appointment, and my phone dropped all cell conductivity.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, it caused quite some consternation because I didn't have any bars at all, but Baron was perfectly fine.
Incoming broccoli.
The trees.
Yeah, I know what.
And another one from the other direction.
I know what a communications blackout feels like.
Yeah.
It's happened twice over the summer.
Yeah.
Both related to fires. To different fires. The Beckwith fire knocked out about 3 miles of fiber.
Watch out, this guy has a nasty full arc swing.
Yep. And then the Dixie fire, well, was the Dixie fire.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
knocking out 3 miles of fiber optic was fairly impressive.
Intuition. Well, here's a
Dead end
question.
and exit.
Did they ever actually get them out, or are they still in a controlled burn state?
I'd have to look it up. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they've got it mostly contained at this point.
Yes.
2-month fire.
Concealment.
Okay, we're out of
There
here.
we go.
Nice timing.
And time for new music.
Yep.
Live sing. Peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich.
Yes. Though Sam Kitch could be interesting.
Items unavailable.
Sorry, can't have the sandwich. The sandwich. Items are unavailable.
Another Broadway.
And another one in the distance if you care to collect the full set.
Not yet.
Collect and trade them with your friends. There's an exit.
There's another.
There. Yeah. 30-minute warning.
We had extenuating circumstances.
We sure did. So even without them, I don't think 30 minutes, which at floors 16 and 70 is no big surprise. You want to try it?
Serenity.
Actually, go ahead and hit Serenity. Just in case. Okay, I'm trying. Stand back. Luring.
Nope, you broke your streak.
Could have been worse.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it could. I figured that one was better if I took
Like
one
it
you
could have
took
been
together.
Dokoro's. Ow. Or that could have happened in the middle of it. Mark off an explosion.
I just did. I don't like this.
Oh.
Well, one at a time.
Definitely. We're not taking both at once.
No.
Oh. The others don't even notice the AoE going off in the middle of them. How you don't notice that, I don't know.
Right?
And yeah, too late.
We're going in.
I was going, let's get out of here, and then I realized, wait, what if this isn't the real exit? Well, too late.
Yes, it was. I am so glad that wasn't the luring trap.
Yeah, luring traps in the middle of that group would be bad. HP
Or
down,
HP
auto
penalty.
heal disabled. This sounds like a familiar Purdy. And a mimic.
Nick.
The mimic. The mimic.
That was most certainly not the ability I wanted.
Raising.
Nice.
Broccoli.
Yeah, remember, no auto heal.
Toro. Oh yeah.
Grabbing
Let me fetch
broccoli.
that up for you.
New broccoli. Same as the old broccoli.
Tastes just as bad.
I actually kind of like broccoli. Not all the time, though. Broccoli gets real old real quick.
I'll agree with that.
Okay. Ready for the
There are things
pain?
worse than broccoli, but there's not very many.
And there's a silver there.
Yep.
Which means he has to die.
Yes. If it wasn't for
Die
that
in the
silver,
name of
he
great
could have
boots.
lived. But no. He chose the silver watching duty.
Horde is in that room.
Indeed it is.
I'm going to spin this guy,
You do this.
and that's why.
Yes.
Yeah, that frontal arc.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to argue with that spin. I don't mind you putting a spin on these things.
Passage is open if we can find it. Do you want to check that gold in the
Or-
back?
No.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Plus, the only thing we're down is a raising.
Yes, Ping Ho, you go that way. We're going this way.
There it is. There it is.
We're out of here.
Floor 69.
Bye-bye.
Broccoli is God with cheese. Good! Yeah, I don't think broccoli is God.
No, not God and not
Frailty,
good.
yes. By the way, no auto heal.
Yep, still.
Two
I actually
broccolis,
like
one
Brussels
incoming.
sprout. 3.
3.
But I'm like the weird person.
Well, you put enough butter on anything, it'll taste good.
No. You can have literally more butter than broccoli or Brussels sprouts, and what you taste is them and not the butter. Ugh.
Well, at least we're in the exit room.
And broccoli.
We're gonna probably have to take that Ping Ho.
Yep.
Petrification!
Oh.
Hello!
That's one way to take them. Or broccoli. How much is there on this level?
all of it. Yeah, check that silver.
And there's a silver. Yeah. Nope.
Let's beat it.
Should we check this gold?
Intuition.
50-50. There. No, nope. And let's go kill a boss.
I do like cauliflower, especially it's baked with melted cheese on top. That is really good. I love Brussels sprouts, especially when they're pan-fried with bacon drippings.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay, we ready for Doggo here?
Yep. Yeah. It'll be a nice change of subject.
Inner space.
Elation.
Moving so that Rye can get into position.
Yes. There we go.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm not into war.
Yeah,
Space with me.
it's beans I have very little love for.
And elation on me.
Wait until he, you need to wait until the
Charge comes up.
charge comes up. Yeah.
There you
if
go.
you go in when he casts inhalation, it's insta death.
Oh.
That would be bad.
And then get out as quick as possible. Yeah, we got this.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure you're out of his front arc. 'Cause
Yep.
that'll hurt.
Space.
Probably on me. Yep.
Elation on me. Move around. Yes.
And get in.
Beginning.
And he's down.
Nicely done. We actually made pretty good time considering the disconnect.
Yeah.
The run is still valid!
Poor Urza. Which is also the name of my desktop.
And what do we get? 5 gold haloed sacks.
Not bad. Not bad. Survey set.
Vinyl suspenders.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Most unworthy orchestration role.
Final knit cap.
Imperial pine log.
Wind up, Ramu.
Right, that Ramu.
New world jacket.
Silently judging you.
Ink along dry orchestration roll.
Peach confetti.
I'll die.
Wind up Lakshmi.
General purpose pastel green dye.
Hiroko card.
And
So all in all, whole lot of nothing.
Quick Tongue 5.
Wanadu and Katsushirin card. Bye, Boko. If you're offering to drive, I'm offering to ride. Well, all in all, that was actually a pretty good floor set. We start the night on 70 next time.
71, yes.
So it's going to be a tough next 3 weeks because we'll probably go down to 1 floor a night, depending.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how 70 goes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a brutal night.
Yes, yes it is. Oh my gosh. Well, we knew this was a challenge when we took it.
Mm-hmm. The guys might be home.
I'm sad that they did not add another deep dungeon for Endwalkers, but at the same extent, I still feel people are still getting their money's worth out of Heaven on High.
Oh, good lord, yes.
So... Hello, dear. It looks like the guys finally got home. I hope you had a great dinner with Lance and
We had a
crew.
wonderful dinner. Soft tacos were delicious.
Did you have big fat tacos?
We had Cuban, but there were some Cuban street tacos. They were very, very good.
Ah.
Much good.
We're just about ready to sign off.
Did like 7 pieces. And I've sold, I think, all but one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So. Oh,
Octi says hello.
hi, Aki.
he yawns a hello to everyone.
And I will. I got your latest message on Twitter, and I will reply back to you on it.
So yeah, we've got a full night next week. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all.
And tomorrow evening, we have a very, very special episode.
Yes. Tomorrow evening is going to be our premiere of the recording we did of Castrum Meridianum, and then we'll set up for Castrum Praetorium for the Bun Buns. And that is pretty much the big in-game sequence of the base AR game. So it's been a long time coming. Hopefully it's going to
We're
be
finally
grand.
there.
And you guys get to experience it in a way that most players don't,
Yeah.
which is actually more in line with how SE intended.
Yeah.
So, huzzah. In any case, because it is late, we're going to do a quick sign off now. You guys have a great evening. Sleep well, be safe, and we hope to see you tomorrow night at 9:30.
Yes.
Good night,
everyone
everyone.
have a great evening.